This is Chance again. Just giving an update on the Mack. Hadn't been on here in a while. At the present time, it has 324,600 miles on it, thereabouts. Still rolling. A bumper shock guy cracked it, stepping on it to open the hood. Far as malfunctions, there has been, I had to have it put in the shop for DEF contamination. I was buying fuel when it got real high there a while back, and I was getting it from some of the cut rate places, and I think I got hold of some old DEF fluid, and they took and replaced the filters and whatever they do, and I think it came up to about $3 grand for it. So, but that wasn't the truck's fault. That was the cause of the DEF. The only other issue, there's been no mechanical problems with this truck at all. Now the paint's peeling is about to irritate me to death, but it's been peeling on both doors, and but other than that, paint's not peeling anywhere else. But mechanically the truck's good. But like I said, that's the only issue I had. And I talked to the Mack place about finding somebody to paint the doors, but for some reason they don't do it, and they didn't really recommend anybody to paint it. So I see it's bubbling right here. See right there? So it's gonna start peeling right there before long. But the truck's 5 years old, or soon to be 5 years old. But other than that, mechanical wise, getting the job done, I just did a grease and adjust the brakes on it. I kind of neglected the greasing it on it for a while. Like I said, I was confused. Mack suggests you run 45,000 miles before you change the oil, and that just, I swear to God, it bothers me. But I've been trying to stretch it a little longer, cost of fuel and oil, and oil changes. So it's got about 30,000 miles on this oil change. But what I do, if it drops a gallon, which it rarely does, it probably drop a gallon every 15,000, 20,000 miles. If I'm pulling a lot of mountains and been running it kind of hard, it may lose a gallon. And what I do is, instead of putting oil in it, I put a gallon of Lucas oil treatment in it. But I waited till after about 200,000 miles before I started putting Lucas in there, because you don't want to mess up the break-in period of the engine. So it's got 300,000 on it. No issues at all. I mean, mechanical wise, the truck has been awesome. The little DEF fluid mishap has been the only problem with it. I had a hose rack put on it, PTO system for air. But yeah, it's got 300. Let me make sure. 300 and, you see it right there. 324,676. So it's been good. It's been a good truck. I mean, if I ever buy another, which I did buy another one. My wife, she also drives. I pushed her into driving once the kids got grown, and we bought another Mack. It's a Pinnacle. It's a 2015. That truck runs good. I bought it because I knew the idle hours was going to be low on it, because it's got a trip pack and all on it. So I said, well, this engine ain't been idle much. But this one here, I wish I'd ordered a trip pack with it. But other than that tag being broke, which is not the truck's fault, and the DEF system problem, that wasn't his fault. Truck's been perfect. My window switch broke, and I got to get that replaced or replace it. And I hadn't had to put any more lights in it. When I first got it, I had to put lights in it, but I hadn't had an issue with the lights since then. Power-wise, it's still doing the job. Runs great, shifts great. I hadn't served the transmission or the rears, but that's gonna be when I take it in for an oil change. If I don't do it myself, I'll get them to change the oil, change the diff fluids, and change the transmission fluids. And I looked at the fluid and transmission, it looks clean. So I think they recommend you do it at 500,000. So the truck's been good. Everything's been awesome. Hadn't had an issue with it mechanical wise, no transmission issues, no oil consumption issues, no turbo issues. This truck has performed. If you want a truck that's dependable and get the job done, I love this Mack. And I love the other one I got. I've been working on this. A little older, but it's only got 400,000 miles on it. So that's been a good truck. So anyway, I just want to give an update. Truck's still running 324,000 miles. No mechanical issues that's from the truck. So Mack makes a good product. I wish they'd tell me. If y'all know somebody that'll paint these doors that's near Augusta, Georgia area, let me know. I just need somebody to do the doors and maybe touch it up. And just leave me a message or a number or something in the comments. All right, thank you.